All right, folks, I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and I know that we didn't wake up to the Christmas present that we all wanted, XRP at an all-time high, maybe $5 or 589, somewhere in between, and we wake up today, the day after Christmas, and the market's going back down. But despite this taking place, I want you to zoom out of that 5-minute chart. Just disregard that. You probably never need to look at that 5-minute chart again and witness the XRP history in the making, folks. We're going to break it down in this update. I appreciate you for stopping by. All of our community resources are available at zachrector.com, and I really do wish that you had the best Merry Christmas and are having a fantastic holiday season. Let's get right on into it. So we had a lot of fun. I didn't drop an update yesterday because, full disclosure, I did end up taking a nap when the kids went down for a nap yesterday. I did take a little daddy nap as well. So my apologies for no video yesterday, and then the kids stayed up till like 8:30 or 9. So I enjoyed my Christmas. We're back in the action. It feels good to be back in the office and locked in once again. But the day before Christmas, Christmas Eve, I dropped the update on the Bearable Guy post, which is this one right here. We were wished a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from the bear. And like I said before, whether you believe in it, whether you don't like it, whether you think it's the gospel, whether it offends you, whether you think it's silly, this culture, this community is so strong, and everybody in the crypto space wishes that they had this lore, this culture that our community does. But nonetheless, I saw this post, yeehaw, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year 2025 from the bear. But what does yeehaw mean? This is kind of fascinating. Moultrie says that yeehaw is a Lushootseed word that carries a powerful and inspiring meaning. In the Lushootseed language, which is spoken by several Coast Salish tribes in the Puget Sound region of Washington State, that's right up here in my neck of the woods, yeehaw translate to proceed, go forward, and do it. This word encapsulates a spirit of action, progress, and collective effort. See, guys, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is the energy heading into 2025. The significance of yeehaw extends beyond its literal translation, as it is deeply rooted in indigenous storytelling and cultural wisdom. The word comes from a traditional Tulalip narrative retold by storyteller V, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this name, of the Upper Skagit tribe, which, by the way, the Tulalip Casino down there in Skagit, fantastic light show. Took the family down there to go see the lights that they set up there at the casino, and we were going to walk around. But of course, Washington being Washington, it was just dumping rain. So we don't get a white Christmas out here. We get gray. It's actually just dumping right now as I record this update. So Merry Christmas to Washington. But, speaking of the Tulalip and the Skagit tribes there, in this story, diverse communities came together to address a common problem. The sky was too low, causing tall people to bump their heads. Despite speaking different languages, they realized they only needed to know one word in common to work together effectively. That word was yeehaw. In the story, the people used this word to synchronize their efforts as they lifted long poles against the sky, calling out yeehaw in unison. After several attempts, they succeeded in raising the sky, fundamentally changing the world. This narrative illustrates the power of unity, collaboration, and shared purpose, all embodied in the single word, yeehaw. Today, yeehaw continues to inspire and guide indigenous communities and creative collectives. It has been adopted as the name of the Yeehaw Indigenous Creatives Collective, a community of intertribal indigenous artists based in Seattle. For them and others, yeehaw serves as a rallying cry for moving forward, taking action, and working together to create positive change. In essence, yeehaw is more than just a word. It's a philosophy that encourages people to proceed with purpose, go forward with determination, and do the work necessary to lift up their communities and transform the world around them. So there is your meaning behind yeehaw. Whether you believe in the bear or not, I believe in this mission right here, moving forward, taking action, and working to create positive change together. That's what the mission is for 2025 as the XRP community, the strongest community in crypto. And all this rah-rah talk doesn't mean anything if the price doesn't go up. I would agree, it doesn't. But let me show you something right here. As I titled this episode, XRP history in the making. What am I talking about? This isn't just rah-rah. This isn't just riddles. Go take a look at your chart, but not the 5-minute chart, not the 15-minute chart. I know the market's going down today. Oh my goodness. Put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on, whatever you want to be. Have a dream and take a look at this chart zoomed out on the monthly. Take a look at this chart zoomed out on the monthly and recognize what is about to take place. the highest monthly close ever in XRP's history, the highest yearly close ever in XRP's history. This is the XRP 1 month chart on Bitstamp, taking us back to the 2017 all-time high. $3.40, $3.30 here on Bitstamp. It was about $3.80 on Coinbase and some other exchanges. But what we see here, if we look out here on the 1 month chart, the highest monthly close ever was about $1.98, and that was the December close of 2017. Then in January, that's when we went up to all-time high. That was January, what was that, 7th? January 5th, January 7th, I forget the exact day, but you guys know. And then we came back down. So we had the highest monthly close ever, and that was basically finishing off the bull run of 2017. Well, guess what, folks? If you match up the 2017 fractal, we're right here in this area. Meaning that if we follow the 2017 fractal, we're going to consolidate in this region right up here, in the $2 to $3 region. But what's interesting to watch is we entered this new reality where XRP is about to have the highest monthly close ever in our history. All we have to do is close this monthly chart right here, this monthly candle, above $1.98. So if you're on the 5-minute chart, you're seeing red. If you're on the 15-minute chart, 4-hour chart, even if you're on the daily chart, you're seeing red. Even on the weekly chart, you might be seeing red. I don't know. But when you're on the monthly chart, you still see green. On the monthly chart, we recognize that all we have to do is close above $1.98, and we have confirmed a new reality for XRP. We close this right here. We close the yearly chart, the highest yearly close ever, as long as we close above $1.98. So this market can continue to come down a little bit. I don't want to see that happen, but if it does, it still does not invalidate history in the making for XRP unless we close below $1.98. That's what we're watching right now. So get out of your 5-minute chart. Throw it away. I wish you could block it out, Throw it away. Unless you're trading memes, trying to hop in and out, why are you looking at a 5-minute chart on XRP? A real chart that has over a decade of history, and you're looking at a 5-minute chart. What are we doing? Stop playing around, okay? And understand that if we follow these cycles for crypto, although a young asset class, it does have some history here. When we look at Bitcoin, it's showing us the same thing. Based on this trend, 2025 Christmas, the Bitcoin price should be higher than it was this Christmas. The trend that we see is we get 3 green Christmases in a row, followed by 1 lower, followed by going into a bear market. Currently, we are on year 2. So let me show you this right here. This goes back to the very beginning of Bitcoin, right? First year, first Christmas really doesn't count, right? We were just getting started. But then you see 2011, 12, 13, all green. And then we enter a bear market. We finish down, red. 2015, 16, 17, all green. Finish 2018, red. Look at that, big red. We were 14,000 in 2017, the all-time high for Bitcoin in 2017, right? All the way up there, almost 20,000. And then 2018, we finished red. 2019, 2020, 2021, all green. In 2021, we finish off that bull run. Remember, 2021, it was November of 2021 where we finished off that all-time high at about 69,000. And then by December, by Christmas time, we were down to 50,000, but we still finished green. December 2022 was just after FTX had collapsed. We were down in the red, down to 15,000 was the low that we hit of the bear market of 2022 after FTX collapsed. By Christmas, we'd bounced back up to about 16.8, but it was blood in the streets. We finished 2023 green, 2024 green, 98,200. If we follow this trend, Bitcoin finishes Christmas of 2025 higher than 98,200. But notice that the peaks of these bull runs came, it was December 13th or December 17th. I think it was December 17th back in, well, it doesn't even really matter. The point being, just because we're going to finish next Christmas higher doesn't mean that that's going to be the peak. So if this trend continues, we will peak out in November. We will finish off in December, maybe a week or two before Christmas will be the peak. And then we'll be on our way back down, but we will still finish higher. So this is where Bitcoin could peak out at 120, 150. I don't think we go to 200. 120 to 150 is my prediction for the bull run of 2025. Whether that happens, maybe even in the springtime. That's unlike Bitcoin. But, we could see an alt season come in the springtime, and we could see Bitcoin peak out in sometime November. But if this trend continues, we will be higher than 98,000 Christmas of next year. And we will have completed our bull run of 2025. So you better have your plan ready, whether that be selling, whether that be having a plan of, taking profits, taking out leverage, doing whatever deal you got. Understand XRP is making history right now, and understand that Bitcoin is following its cycle that it's been going through ever since its inception. And we are still in a bull run. Despite what you're seeing on the 5-minute chart, we are still well into a bull run and just getting started, really. XRP becomes the most traded altcoin on Binance in December. This trend's going to continue into January. I think that we are going to just rip to the upside in January. This trend of being the most traded altcoin, it's not going away. We got Charles Hoskinson giving a shout out to David Schwartz and XRP. Take a listen in on this clip right here.
Dave Schwartz is a great guy. He's a brilliant guy. It's a lot of fun being in meetings with him, and I love to hang out with him. He's super smart, and he's just really passionate. After all this time, he still has it. But remember, every step of the way, they were excluded, delisted, sued, and even when they won, they still had to fight. Yet they're still around. They're still here. They're still resilient. And they got a bright future because of it. And Cardano in many ways has similar respects, as does Bitcoin.
Yeah, and so this is what's starting to happen is everybody, mainstream crypto bros, Bitcoin bros, Ethereum bros, and I call them bros because, they're just, it's all Bitcoin, right? All Ethereum, all meme coins, Charles, mainstream news, 60 Minutes. Everybody is having to pick up on the XRP story. You cannot ignore XRP. And it's not just because we got riddles. It's not just, it's price action. The number went up. The number went up faster and harder than any other crypto besides memes and besides XLM, of course. Thankfully, that's our number 2 over here, right? Now, I also wanted to show you guys, Ripple is a platinum member of the American Bankers Association, a green digital asset, XRP, for a world without economic borders. The American Bankers Association is the united voice of America's banks. Regulatory clarity in the U.S. will reveal these major partnerships between Ripple and American banks like the Bank of America. This is it. This is it. A special place with our bankers. Oh, but the banks are never going to use XRP, right? Yeah. Strap in, because I think that 2025, you're going to see a flood of partnership announcements. Bullish, South Korea's crypto adoption is booming. I know most of the time we're focused on the U.S., we're focused on some things over here, and sometimes we overlook the adoption and the acceleration of this adoption outside of this country, and we see it is exploding in South Korea right now. 45% of economically active citizens own crypto, 15.6 million people, 69 billion held in digital assets with an average portfolio size of 4,400. See, this is a culture that is ingrained in saving. These are people that want to invest. These are people that want to protect themselves against, look at what their president just did, declaring martial law, right? These people want a hedge. These people want some safety. 100,000 new investors join the market every single month. See, this is onboarding rapidly. Top 5 exchanges traded with 10 billion daily, rivaling the Korean exchange there. Now, perfect timing, as Ripple announced this was in June of this year, we're proud to launch the XRP Ledger Japan and Korea Fund to boost innovation and utility on the XRP Ledger in APAC. What you are seeing is that this lawsuit stalled us here in the United States, but it really pushed Ripple to double down, expand, and invest outside the United States. And so this includes corporate partnerships, developer grants, startup investments, community growth. And this is a fire that's already cooking in Korea. Basically, adoption's already here, 100,000 new users per month. But what Ripple gets to do is they get to show up with their balance sheet. They get to show up with their other partners, with their network, and they get to introduce this. And Korea already loves XRP. In fact, that's kind of what blew up the 2018 bull run, we would have continued higher, but the exchanges in Korea were so far out of whack. The discrepancy in price was so big. There was so much XRP being eaten up over there in Korea, got out of whack. CoinMarketCap in the middle of the night delisted Korea. And then that kind of ended our bull run for 2018. That's not going to happen this time around, because you're seeing Korea is bringing on 100,000 people per month with the average portfolio of 4,400. And just, I mean, impressive numbers that you're seeing. 69 billion held in digital assets, with 45, nearly half their country, half of the economically active citizens are in crypto. This ain't playing around. This is mass adoption. Now, this is heading into 2025. It's going to be a historical year for XRP, for cryptocurrencies, for the United States of America, and for worldwide crypto adoption. We are at the forefront. We are early. But what's most important right now is that we are getting locked in and focused on moving forward. Yes, the XRP army, we won our battles. We get to put down our shields. We get to put down our swords. And now we get to start building. And we better be focused on protecting this bag too. They're set to introduce new crypto tax laws by the end of this year. So you literally have less than 4 or 5 days here to go for the new rules, the safe harbor on your crypto digital assets. I'm working on that right now. I'll be dropping some new content on that here in the final days. Not much time to do it, but we have free community resources. I will link those up down below for the safe harbor allocation plan from Clinton Donnelly. And we got to get you guys tapped in. Furthermore, if you guys are looking to get access to my private community, I wanted to let you guys know that we are running a special right now till the end of this year. Take advantage of it, ZachRector.com. Head on over to my Patreon. And if you want to join our private community, you can come on in. And right now, I enabled you guys to save 10% annually. So if you sign up for the full year, you'll be able to save 10% on your annual membership. We have our Quantum community and the QFS Society. Quantum community is a support tier. This does not get you access to our Discord group. So if you want the full access with all of the benefits, full engagement with our community, come on into the QFS Society right here. And like I said, right now, take advantage. 10% by the end of the year. And the reason why I wanted to share this with you guys too, because we have business and investment content, educational content. Many folks have actually been able to take this to their accountant and get approval for writing off this investment in yourself. So because of the business content and the nature of it, talk with your tax professional, please. But if you're looking to get maybe one more write-off and get access to one of the strongest communities now that we have in the cryptocurrency space, come on in and join the family. We also have the new shop available for getting the XRP merch, XRP family merch. We got some and we got more on the way. Take advantage of that. And I hope you guys have had a Merry Christmas and a special holiday season. Massive momentum and history in the making for XRP heading into 2025. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can you tap it for me on the way out? Help me out by sharing it far and wide. And if you guys are new here, make sure you guys have subscribed, hit that notification bell. Everything's at ZachRector.com, and I greatly appreciate you. Goodbye. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.